Starting with number 15, a snooker fan was kicked out of the World Championship for shouting a split second before Mark Allen looked to sink a crucial shot against John Higgins.
Looking to secure this frame. Oh, goodness. Going to be removed.
Yeah, rightly so. Just as the player was down on his stroke. Very ungentlemanly.
Moving to number 14. A fan kept disturbing the match between Mark Allen and Kyren Wilson. The referee warned him multiple times and wanted to remove him. But Mark Allen said, "Don't kick him out, just turn him silent."
Possible. Rob,
Yeah,
have you
it
seen
is
with
a
it?
telephone, so...
No?
It's a very important shot this that Kyren's facing, because he didn't get as close to the green as he should have done.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. The crowd gets warned before the match starts.
I think
Can
he
you
should,
point that person out?
he should
With
wander
us?
back to his seat and just, yeah, I
Right.
think that's what he's
Come on,
doing.
please, and
just
that's
to
it. You can
compose
go.
himself, yeah. Don't blame him today.
At number 30, Mark Selby missed an easy shot against Robert Milkins at the Masters. He got very frustrated and swung his cue. The reason was a loud noise from the crowd that distracted him.
Well, there was noise there,
Mark Selby.
something like a plate dropping or something.
Yeah, and Selby's furious. He wafted his cue in frustration about that.
Yeah, when he played this shot, there was a noise. Something happened in the Century Club. Might have involved drink. Goodness me, he's enraged.
At number 12, a very drunk fan was being disruptive during Ronnie O'Sullivan's match against Gary Wilson, interrupting the players. Finally, the referee intervened and removed him.
Excuse me. Stand a sec, Ronnie. Come down. Take this guy out. He needs to go. Martin. Out. This one here.
Dropping down to number 11, Ronnie O'Sullivan had a photographer ejected from the UK Championship for distracting him during a shot. O'Sullivan, who lost to Kyren Wilson, complained to referee Jan Verhaas, leading to the photographer's removal.
What he's saying is that he wants the photographer to have a tripod. That's Ivan Hershevich, the head of media for World Snooker, who's come out to try and smooth this. There's one of the photographers. I think it's a bad sign, the fact that he's getting involved in all this. He hasn't noticed anything all week, Ronnie O'Sullivan, until this afternoon.
At number 10, Mark Williams and David Gilbert faced off in an intense snooker match. But things took a surprising turn when a wasp flew onto the table. Instead of buzzing off, the wasp began to coach the players, flying around their heads and hovering over the cue ball.
Behind you, behind you. It's a pantomime now.
He's in a rather delicate position there.
Okay. Just want to go back to your seat for a sec. Maybe she ignores you then. Stop the.
Ridiculous what's happening. They'll end up having to play with those hats with corks on. Cameraman's trying to get him.
On to number 9. During the match between Sean Murphy and Stephen Maguire, spectators were too invested in the game, and their reactions were too noisy and dramatic.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, so nearly in off the black.
Wow, what drama. I don't think Sean can pop the pink.
Coming in at number 8, referee Marcel Eckhardt confronted a fan and asked them to leave during Saturday's semi-final between Jack Jones and Stuart Bingham. Eckhardt accused the spectator of coughing while the players lined up their shots.
Has he fluked it? No, he hit it too hard again, Ken. There's a few shots in this semi-final where he seems to have hit them a lot harder.
Are you fine? Are you happy to leave, or are you all right, sir? Yeah, you are.
He was just asking if someone was all right in the second row.
I will ask you to leave.
At number 7, a funny moment happened at the Alexandra Palace during a match between Mark Selby and Barry Hawkins. After Hawkins won a frame, a fan shouted, "I love you, Mark!" The crowd found it hilarious.
It's always a surprise, I think, when you see got that wrong.
Will you stop that now, please? We know that you love him. Quiet now, please. Thank you.
Audience members.
Yeah, but frankly, they need to shut up, don't they?
At number 6, a match between Judd Trump and Ronnie O'Sullivan at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield was briefly interrupted when a spectator broke wind.
A little bit of noise in the crowd there.
I don't know what that sounded like. It sounded a bit strange. Well, the last time I heard a noise like that, I think it was playing against Big Bill Werbenick many years ago.
Right. Settle down now, please. Thank you.
This is a really important part of the match because after potting that yellow, I mean, Ronnie's just having a look up to the commentary box and have a little smile, but this now, they're 28 points behind, and in some ways you deserve to win a frame after a pot like that.
Well, I'm not sure what's happened this time, but very rarely do you get that in the auditorium. Maybe there's someone maybe not just feeling too well at the moment, but Michaela's given them the old evil eye there.
Sliding into number 5, Mark Williams offered his cue to a member of the crowd during his World Championship match against Xi Xiahui. While attempting to pot the red, he instead hit the knuckle of the table. Williams then punched his cue before handing it over to a crowd member and returning to his chair.
The problem he's got, even if he does, wow, that's another incredible miss. You can see the frustration. Very rarely Mark Williams shows frustration. He's so busy. He's getting his cue to the guy in the front row.
At number 4, Neil Robertson lost his temper and yelled at a fan during the Scottish Open. The fan's sudden movement distracted him during a shot, prompting Robertson's outburst and a warning from the referee.
We look to next year for him to continue the sequence.
Hey, what are you doing? Take a seat, please, and stay there. Thank you.
Well, to say the least, he wasn't happy that someone was walking either in or out on his eye line. He let them.
Landing at number 3, a fan's weird noise interrupted Mark Selby's shot against Hussein Vafai, but Selby kept his focus and successfully potted the ball.
Hold on, he might be in yet. It might be in yet. The
At number 2, during a 2017 British Open snooker match between Zhang Yong and Ronnie O'Sullivan, a fan interrupted the game. In a surprising move, Ronnie O'Sullivan handed his cue to the fan, who then attempted to take shots at the black but missed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay there, stay there.
No, someone running into the arena. He's going to carry on. I'm not quite sure what she's doing. I'm not quite sure how she got in past the security, frankly. Well, he's going to let her pop the black or have a go at it.
Do I get money for getting? Okay.
This couldn't happen to anyone else, could it? Bit of practice needed, I think. So, a rather unusual end to the afternoon, if it will end. And Ronnie O'Sullivan books his place in the last 16.
Now, the most outrageous fan moment was when a man stood on the table during the match between Robert Milkins and Joe Perry and threw orange powder on the table.
Oh dear, we've got a protester. We've got a protester who's throwing powder on the table. Oh, we've never seen the like of this before. He's been roundly booed by the audience, but play is going to have to be suspended while they deal with the mess on the table. Never seen the like of this at the Crucible.
How extraordinary. Now, there is orange powder all over the table. Play will have to be suspended. I don't know how they're going to sort this out, Dave.
Well, look at this. Don't know what he's protesting about. Frankly, I don't care. Thankfully, no one was hurt. They're just going to have to try and remove that complete mess on the table.
And that's a wrap for this video. Which incident surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. For more snooker content, click on the screen right now.